guys, we're going to teach this video in a couple of parts. So the first one is going to be, the first part is the lead guitar part, the picking part. And then the chords and the strum pattern, which is super easy. If you want to just learn how to play the chords and the strum, you can check out this timestamp right here. Remember, if you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing, because we're making a whole lot more of these tutorials in the year of 2023, which is now. Hey, let's go. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to start off with our picking now, and we start out here on the 5th fret of the lowest E string, and then to our 7th fret of our lowest E string. Okay, so we go 5, 7, then we jump to the 5 on the A string, like that. Then next, we're going to slide up from the 7th fret of our A string to the 9th fret of our A string. Okay, so far we have. Then we're going to land on our 7th fret of our D string. Okay, so far we've got 5, 7, 5 on the next string, slide from 7 to 9 on the A string. Then we're going to go to our 7th fret of our D string. Okay, that's what we've got so far. Then we're going to go to our 9th fret of our D string, and then finally land on our G string, the one on the guitar, on the 7th fret of your G string. If we put that all together, we've got, again, one more time for luck. All right, next part, we're going to do a big old bend. Now, if bending is new to you, this could be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to teach you something that's going to help you a lot. And that is, we're going to bend this note on the 9th fret, of our G string. We're going to bend it a full bend, so it's going to sound like that. It's going to sound like we're on the 11th fret. Going to bend it so hard that it's going to sound like we're on the 11th fret of our G string. Now, the trick here is you don't want to be bending with one finger, okay? You don't want to leave this little fellow to do all the heavy lifting by himself. The trick is that you're going to bend with 3 fingers. These 2 fingers here, they're going to toe-talk. They're going to support the bro with this giant bend. They're like, yo, brother, we're here to back you up. And this guy's going to be like, thanks so much. Sorry, it's 10:30. It's too late for me. It's past my bedtime. So, as I was saying, with these 3 fingers all supporting, you'll have a lot more finger strength to do that giant bend. Okay, so you're going to bend all the way up, and then release back down. Then we're going to play this little lick here, where we're going to play the 9th fret, and then pull off to the 7th fret. So that means you play the note once, and then pull off to sound the 7th fret. Okay? Okay, so we go. And then we're just switching here between these 2 notes, okay? The 9th fret of our D string and the 7th fret of our G string. Okay? So if I play that slowly. Okay? Put that all together, fellas. Oh. Okay, that's where we're up to. Then we're going to go, the chord's going to change to a G. And for the lead part, we're just going to play. So that is little finger on the 5th fret of your B string, and ring finger on the 5th fret of your G string, like that, okay? And then we're going to pull off to this here. Now, we're going from we're going to the 4th fret of your G string and the 3rd fret of your B string. So, I mean, really, if you know that this is a G bar chord, you're really just adding those 2 fingers to your G bar chord and then off. Okay, but again, that's 5th fret on the B and G string, and then we land on the 4th fret of your G string, 3rd fret of your B string. Okay, so far. Okay, now we go. Okay, so that is sliding from our 7th fret to the 9th fret on the D string. 7th fret of our G string, back to our ninth fret of the G, D. Oh, mamma mia. That's what we're doing. Then we're going to slide from our ninth fret to 11th on the G string. So, okay. Again. Next section. So that is 11. What are we? No, sorry, that's 10, 12, 10 on our B string. And then we're going to bend again with all three fingers, this time from our 12th fret of our B string. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a slight bend here. We're just doing a half bend about there. And then we're going to release and pull down off from our 12th fret to the 10th. Then we land on this 11th fret on the G. So that is 12, 10, 11 on the G string, back onto our 10 on the B string. There we go. Now the final little lick to finish it off. That's how I play it. And it sounds good to me. So we're going 11th fret on our G string, play the note, slide down to our 9th fret. And then down to our 7th fret. So okay, so that's it. So just those three notes. So we're going 11 to the 9th, to the 7th, back to the 9th, back to the 7th. That's it. So all together. Big old bend. Then we're going to go down to our G chord suspended part. Oh. Now to finish off, we're going to play... So to do that, we are barring our 7th fret, these three strings, B, G, and D strings. Then we're adding our 8th fret of our B string with our ring, middle finger, and our ring finger is going to play the 9th fret of our D string. And then we pull off to that. So put those two fingers on. Essentially, it's like a G to a D chord. A G chord, back down to a D chord. Okay. Take my hand and don't let go. Oh my gosh, spelling Barisi. All right, that's our intro done. Now we're going to talk about our chords and our strum pattern now. So for our intro, we're in a 6/8 feel. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I do is I'm just going all down strums. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going 1, and then a short, sharp strike on the chord. So I go 1 strike, and then I'm going 1, 2 strike. So 1 strike, 1, 2 strike. 1, 2 strike. Yeah, that's the feel. That's the overall feel of it. It's going 1 strike, 1, 2 strike, 1 strike, 1, 2 strike. And what I'm doing in between that, my left hand is just ever so slightly pulling up off of the chords a little bit, so it gives you this muted guitar sound. So in between that, you can do those. You can just lift the tension off on your left hand a bit, and you can get some extra down strums. As long as you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're like, and that feel, you're going to be fine. But that's the rhythm. It's going 1 slap, 1, 2 slap, 1 slap, 1, 2 slap, 1 slap, 1, 2. Okay. So our intro chords are it goes D. G. Now, a D chord, of course, you can either play a D chord like so, or you can play it as a bar chord like this. And then we're going to move to our G. Okay, so G chord, 3rd fret bar, all the strings, and then we make an E-shaped chord above it, just like an E chord up here on the 3rd fret. Or you could, if you're a beginner, you can also just go for a good old G chord. Back to D. That's an A chord, which you already know and love. Or if you're playing it as a bar chord, it's just like the G, but 2 frets higher. And then finally we go back to our D chord to finish. My hand and don't let go. So it's the same thing again, repeats for the singing part. Addicted to your love, G. Now we're going to an E7 chord. So for this E7 chord, here's how you do it. Think of a C chord, right, that you already know how to play. Slide that C chord up now, so you're from the 3rd fret. The C chord's starting here on the 3rd fret. Slide it now so that it's up on the 7th fret. Okay, exactly the same. And then you just add your little finger to the 7th fret also of the G string. E7. Okay, so C, right? Slide it up to the 7th fret. Add on your little finger to the 7th fret of your G string. E7. Bob's your uncle. Might be a new shape for you, but it's a very handy one to learn. Okay, so hand it all let go. Excuse my singing. Going to land on A. That's our intro done. All right, guys, I'm going to now teach you how to do the reggae strum pattern, okay? Because we changed from that to our reggae part, and I'm going to teach you a really basic reggae pluck pattern that you can do just to get you started. So for that, we're going to form our D chord, and we're going to play a bass note first, and that is our 5th fret A string. So bass, chord, slap, chord. That's our pattern, okay? So bass and then chord, I'm playing, these 3 fingers are playing B string, G string, and D string together. So bass, chord, slap, which is just my thumb thumping down on the strings, and then chord to finish. So bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord. Okay, and we'll do that 4 times. Slap, chord, bass, slap, chord. Same thing here. We're playing our G chord now, but bass note is now on this 5th string, so 6th string. So we play bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord, bass, chord, slap, chord. E. Same thing again. Your E is here on the open E string. That's it. All right, now we're going to go over our chorus chords. They are D, don't let go. Don't let G go. And then we're going to go back to our D chord. Everything will be just fine. And then A, stay by my side. And then to the D chord again. Don't let go, D. No. I'll hang back to the G chord, bro. Yeah, bro. Okay, we're gonna land back to our D. Everything will be just fine. Then A, stay by my side. And then finish on the D. Oh, yuck. Boom shakalaka, Spawn Breezy is my uncle. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If it's been helpful, please consider subscribing. We've got lots of new tutorials coming out shortly. Comment with what song you want to learn next. God bless you guys. See you later. Bye.